and the car, clearing one then the other. Golden trying to catch him out, but he won't. Looks like FaZe are off to a good start on Cash.
Yeah, just no doubt about it. 5 players still alive at this point. Olaf going for the last frag. He is quite weak though. Crims could win this 1v1. Olaf versus Crims. What a weird thing to see, isn't it? Just the old duo now at each other's throats, on the server at the very least. I'm sure they are best of buds still in real life.
I said I'm betting on red, but really I'm betting on black and yellow. Always bet on black. Hashtag Quinton Jackson.
Oh, Crims looking to make some money here, trying to get one frag. Oh, it's just not really happening, is it? Denied even a single kill. Guardian gets himself 2 with that deagle of his. So a pretty important start here. I mean, playing CT side on Cash with no money, it's just, oh God, it's just so annoying.
Oh God.
It's just so annoying, James.
For those of you on Go TV, on FaZe's T side, I am going to suggest Nico. On FNATIC CT side, I'm going to suggest Flusher. I always like watching Flusher's POV on Cash specifically. On the CT side, although I'm sure his role has changed since I used to watch it. Anyway, see what the anti-force buy is like for FaZe. Moving quickly towards the A site. Golden looking for some pot shots. He's been spotted though, and he is swatted soon after. Now, he was the only person in A. Now FNATIC find themselves quite far away. However, the ironic thing about these smoke grenades is that it allows the CTs to get closer to the site. I think it was FaZe who smoked between the wall and the red container, and that's a strong smoke and a buy round. But versus a forced buy on Eco, the CTs can choose to get close behind it. On this occasion, they haven't, and it seems they might go for a save or an opportunist kill here and there.
That's a little bit of information. Chris has picked up a MAC-10. Doesn't look as good when anybody apart from Hutchie uses it, and maybe JR from Vega Squadron. Vega Squadron knows something about MAC-10s that just no one else in the world does, it seems, making it look like an actual rifle. But Lecro up to the usual deagle shenanigans. Lecro, I think there's a huge period of time, I'm not sure if we're still in that time, where he really did seem like the best dealer in the world. Like every time he picked it up, he could just win a 1v5 with it, he could just do incredible damage with it. It was always good for a frag every time he collected it. So again, you know, it's been a while since we saw Lecro. And that is one note to make though. His deagling is strong, and that may be very important here. As we can see, you need to get every little bit of damage you can possibly get against a team like FaZe. Keep their economy honest. This is a round where they could really start to build some money. Although 3 Kevlar still remaining here from FNATIC from the previous round.
Crucially, there's not going to be a AWP for FNATIC in the buy round. And I think that's a big loss. But I like how committed they are. That said, JW is the person carrying the MAC-10 at the moment, so if he's able to get a kill or two, then there will be an AWP. But he is far away. In this round, an AWP would normally have 3,000 to 3,400. He's got just under 2,000, and that's a... So he needs 2 kills, basically, with that MAC-10 if he wants to buy an AWP in the next round. See how far he can get on that mission.
Well, they are moving into his positions, although his first friend will die. Crims is gone. A flash would be lovely here for the FNATIC side. There's a flash! Fancy that. There's one of the frags for JW, but it's going to end there. And the B bomb side has been taken. Golden, though, to get himself a cheeky frag with the CZ. It's hard to see him doing too much else. Does have a lack of anything, to be honest, to really make a play from that position. He will die. So the round is collected by FaZe, but FNATIC have done well to keep the pressure up, keep the damage in, and keep the economy, as a result, low for FaZe. As FNATIC now will be going for the full buy, and it's, as you mentioned, James, a buy with no AWP, which is always sad when you've got a player like JW on your side.
I think if you, I mean, there's just so much you can do with an AWP. I don't need to go through it. Maybe Guardian will show us because he's on the T side with an AWP of his own. He won't be boosted fast. He'll be looking to cover A main for his teammates. There's a pop flash. It might be a fast play just to break the buy of FNATIC. Rain charging into the A side, spraying through the smoke as well. JW barely surviving. Look how close Olafmeister is to the car position as well. He might even jump onto the highway position. He will do exactly that. There's one kill. Not the other one, though. JW will survive for now.
Yeah, but they know exactly where he is. Ooh, does he actually nick it out of there? He will. In fact, that smoke will allow him to even be a little bit more safe to escape. And FNATIC in a really awkward position at the moment. All their money could be taken away from them. FaZe, though, not looking too committed in pursuing the kills. Looking to... I mean, to be fair, that makes a lot of sense. Right now, they need to consider their own economy as well, and they have sustained massive losses in the previous rounds. So FNATIC will have another go of it. They will be able to buy up around these 3 guns that are saved. And that's like a key difference when you save 3 guns, because that means, ooh, hello. So I say that. And the reason would have been is because, you know, you've got 3 guys, around $3,000. They can all drop rifles, and everyone's happy. Everyone has a rifle. Everyone can get some utility. But if you've got 2 guys, then there's only 2 drops. So one person's stuck on a pistol.
On the plus side, that kill maybe makes it more likely we will see an AWP faster on FNATIC in round number 6. Number 5 doesn't look so good for them with the 2 rifles and some pistols here and there. I feel like we've seen a rise in the trend of a T side winning the pistol round and on a buy round having a fast round to just break the CTs immediately. Seen that a few times so far at this major. Smoke's down. No more nades if there were any for the CT side. I'm sure there were in mid and B. So now they'll have to play their weapons. Crims and Flusher, both on the B bomb site with the rifles. For FNATIC at the moment, 2-1-2 setup, somewhat traditional for FNATIC. So it'll make it expensive for FaZe to find where these players are. JW hiding by the sandbags for the time being. There's a Molotov to flush him out eventually. Although it doesn't seem to be connecting with him. Oh, it's terrible. It's a terrible flashbang, so that could cost FaZe. Are they aware just how bad the flashbang was? Perhaps not, but Rain is good for it anyway. Yep. Sorry, the Molotov, not flashbang.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't really matter, does it, when Rain is just... He's just too good, isn't he? Able to react in a good amount of time, and Flusher gets himself a frag as well. So at this point, they know where the only dangerous weapon is, and Flusher is somewhat isolated on the B site with that. And it's going to be an easy job now for FaZe to, with the information, move into the correct spaces on the map towards A and do the damage. Although they do get the kill there. Golden, he's done some damage. Can they actually stop this? Golden gets himself another one. Lecro's there as well. And all of a sudden, everything goes wrong. There's no time for even Olafmeister to save this. He's got to get both kills if he wants to try to win this round. But Lecro with a run and gun for the finish. And Golden showing that he can do it too. What a beautiful result for FNATIC.
What can you say about that one? Sometimes you get shot in the face. Nico looks the wrong way at the wrong time and boom. It's a great one onto Rain. Great repositioning from Golden. The Deagles. Nice to see some sparks from Lecro as well on his previous teams. He was infamous for his Deagle play. That will net FNATIC some extra money in this round, and indeed it's Lecro on the AWP actually, so teams are changing. And this may be positional based. Lecro is alone towards A, JW playing close mid, 1-3-1 setup for FNATIC.
FaZe looking to pressure in, but looking to find a good timing for it. There it goes in the incendiary. The flashbang, not quite perfect there, but Golden's going to be having a good time. That easy frag to carry and to Rain. Golden doing so much damage. Eventually, the Tracer fire will give his position away, and Olafmeister will execute him, but the damage has been done here. This mid setup's worked out. 4 versus 3 for FNATIC, with over a minute to go.
FNATIC have actually rotated entirely out of the B bomb site for the time being. Guardian almost getting caught. And now Flush will make his way back towards B, but of course there's no reason for FaZe to realize that nobody's in the B bomb site, so FNATIC are playing the extra man to defend mid. And that's pretty awesome to see. Very rare you see that, and Flusher, he had a look back towards B, didn't see anything, and now he's rotating towards A, so FNATIC are really taking some risks here to make their defense as strong as possible. JW on the flank now, but will he be fast enough?
There, Crims gets himself 2 from the elevated position. Guardian with a trade on the quad though, but the flank is in, and that's him dead. 4-2 now as FNATIC start to scrape their way back, or 2-4 I should say, as it is the second round that FNATIC have claimed. And their money is looking fantastic, and they only stand to do more here as FaZe are pretty broke, and their mid-take did not work out against this setup from Golden and the lads.
Those are two difficult kills for Golden. It seems he saw just enough of the player emerging through the smoke as the flashbang came in, and then he's got to look directly above him to get the second one. So really strong stuff from him, and they've broken the money with FaZe. Great opportunity for the catch-up now for the CT side. How dangerous are these pistols of FaZe? Not that dangerous. 1 Glock, 2 P250s. We're asking much of them to have significant impact in this round. And FNATIC need to survive in the numbers. Still early on, and their money is not quite secure just yet. For the most part, FNATIC are playing the ranged game as far away as possible. Only JW will be brazen enough for a forward position.
Just waiting and out there. He hears so many footsteps. Good info for his teammates who are supporting him as well. Looking to perhaps close down some of those frags. There is an easy one. Knows exactly what's going on there. Not all that much here that FaZe can offer. Everyone's slowly going down one by one. And one thing about Golden, I think he is the guy that has made the biggest plays for FNATIC so far in this map, is obviously being a very new player to the Tier 1 scene. Again, and taking on the IGL mantle as well. As he's been really impressive from an individual skill perspective. This is a bit awkward. Golden has shown that he can frag with the best of them, which is a very, very highly valued quality for an in-game leader, someone who also can do the shot calling.
2 players lost for FNATIC. The bomb is not in a position where Lekro wants to hold on to it because he has an AWP. It's an awkward range for him. Risky range, 1v1 versus a known Deagle. But Golden will clean up. 1 round now between the two sides. FaZe back on the buy. The AK's out once again. Karrigan, only man not to buy yet, and he doesn't have money to drop the AWP for Guardian. Do you wonder if Guardian's still a stranger to cash, considering his previous team's abandonment of the map? Perhaps much to learn. Lekro continues to be the sole AWP, but this time he's towards the mid position. Do you wonder now if he's going to be the main AWPer perhaps on this map, but we'll have to wait and see because FaZe again are going straight for the charge towards A. The numbers game working out so far.
Golden goes down immediately, but Lekro quick to it. Trading out though. FaZe in a 3 versus 3 post-plant situation. That's a good spot to be in. Now the rotation comes in, and there's a mad dash from Olofmeister towards the middle position. He could be quite problematic as FNATIC don't have anybody around that spot, but it looks like he will go all the way around towards T-main, which is actually quite important because there could have been a CT going for that position already, so he's going to eliminate the possibility of any flanks from that position. So only serves to confirm the information here for FaZe as they await FNATIC's retake effort.
That bomb is really ticked already, so FNATIC needs to get out of there. That's an extra kill for Crims. He can consider it a bonus one. Flusher for looking for more, and he will deliver it. So they've got that out of it at least. So FaZe are making plays, very fast plays indeed. Just playing the numbers in trade game before FNATIC really even have half a second to react to anything.
It's kind of crazy though. FaZe have no money. They lost everyone in that round. No one had any money to begin with. Rain had to just drop an AK. Rain will probably be the only player who has actually maximum grenades, I think. Or actually, looks like Olof has it as well. He was the guy that did get the drop from Rain. Everybody else, we've got 2 Galils. They can't afford maximum utility, so not the best scenario in the world for FaZe, and they may consider going for a fast play again here to try to mitigate that disadvantage.
Molotov hasn't really spread as much as it might have otherwise. Grenades, inconsistent. Golden will get traded. It was a 1-3-1 start from FNATIC once again. Crimson's made his way into B, I think, through the middle area. So the CTs, I wouldn't say they've abandoned mid, but they've got less than ideal angles. This is a common position for Flusher. Likes to have delayed peaks from this position. Maybe he'll catch Olofmeister off guard later on. FaZe slowing it down for the time being in this 4-on-4 scenario. Crims is in a forward position towards B, and he seems to be perhaps looking for some info, maybe to rotate an extra player. Maybe Flusher will be rotating away soon.
JW, opportunity to kill. The re-peek there from Olofmeister, rather the trade frag is going to be good. Did lose a chunk of health though. It was a pretty awesome play from JW. Another thing they'll have suspect the creep through towards the door position here, especially with Olof making noise towards the B position. He dropped his pistol there. I think that was to fake the bomb being dropped, perhaps, towards the B position. If that's the case, that's really smart from Olofmeister.
Almost definitely it was. I do believe it is exactly the same sound. Lekro spotting 2 players, delivering a kill onto 1. That's the bomb on the radar as well. Crims and Flusher rotating, but can they get there fast enough? Not to save Lekro. Flusher making his way towards Car. Crims on the flank. Olofmeister staying in main by the lockers now. Will